to you to contend for the faith that was once for all delivered to the saints. Here's the second thing. There is this false dichotomy that is often presented. What we need to be about is the salvation of souls, not all these disagreements. Because if our passion is for souls, then we can let all the rest of that stuff go, and we can just go and pursue the salvation of souls, because nothing's more important than the salvation of souls. Listen to verse 3 again. Beloved, although I, an apostle, was very eager to write to you about our common salvation. Here's an apostle who says, you know what, I sat down and I was going to write you an epistle under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. So this is God. And all of a sudden, in my desire to write to you about our common salvation, which is seminal, primary, top shelf issue, I felt the need in the midst of that desire to urge you to contend for the faith. He obliterates the false dichotomy. There is no either or there. There is no either we unite in our passion for souls or we quibble about issues. There is no either or there. The apostle would argue that because of our desire for souls, we must contend for the purity of the gospel. It is our desire for souls that compels us to contend for the purity of the gospel. Not ashamed of the gospel. Why? Because it and it alone is the power of God unto salvation to all those who believe. But if what we believe is a tainted gospel and a perverted gospel, then we are calling into question the very concept of salvation itself. There is no either or dichotomy here. We must be passionate about souls, and we must be passionate about contending for truth. We must be passionate about contending for truth because we're passionate about souls.